Hey, Duster2582 coming back at you with another video, and today I'll be reviewing a Hot Wheels Premium Diecast, and this is from the Timeless Icons series, and this is one that I have been looking forward to for a very long time. One manufacturer does it and another one did as well, but I only ended up finding one of them, and it's from, of course, Hot Wheels. The Lexus LFA, from, of course, the Hot Wheels Premium Timeless Icon series. This is one that is honestly going to be one of the best premium releases in a while. I keep saying that for some new cars that come out, and I do like how they look and such, but this one honestly might be the best supercar release, and that's that this series has some good hits, I'll say. But yeah, there's the card art. It looks really stunning. Makes the car look extremely nice on there. And what I mean by stunning, or some stunners in this set, look at that. We got the Lexus LFA, of course. Porsche Carrera GT, that's been a peg warmer. Same with the Koenigsegg. But of course, the two other big hits is going to be the Ferrari F50 and the Nissan R34 Skyline. Skyline needs no introduction, always going to be popular. Ferrari F50, of course, Ferrari's return. And, this is obviously going to be a pretty popular one. I have not found any of these except for those three right here. And the LFA I've only found one time, which is this one. So, yeah, I'm very excited to have this one. I can't wait to unbox it, because I do have some stuff to talk about this that I think a lot of people know as well. But yeah, let me cut the camera for a little bit and let me cut the box. Alright, so I got the car out of the package. Let's put the turntable on here. And of course, with the X-Acto knife, I cut the box, and yeah, there we go. Yes, that's the car out of the box. Let's hope it doesn't have to come off the turntable here, because, well, this one has rubber tires, so maybe, I don't think so, but we'll check it out here. Give it a little spin around here and put it in the middle of the camera shot here, and there it is. That's the Lexus LFA. So yeah, first impressions, it looks amazing. I never buy cars like this, like sports cars or whatever, that are stock, because I usually like to buy race cars or modified versions of road cars, or like cars that have huge designs on it. That's the type of stuff I like. But I have a couple of like stock looking cars myself. I'll only buy them if it's a car that I actually like, or or has something really special with it that I actually enjoy. And this one is no exception. It's special and it just looks amazing. Lexus LFA, I mean, Lexus honestly is not super prominent in Hot Wheels. I mean, they have released a couple of cars before. Even going back to the 90s, I think the SC400 made an appearance. I believe that might have been like the first Lexus they've made. But the LFA has never been made until now, so this is the first color you get of it. And it just makes me excited for what other ones they would release. I mean, I like the white one. It's the classic LFA color, but maybe they'll do the Nürburgring version, which is like yellowish orange. And since they put it with the rear wing on top, because this one actually has a rear wing that goes up and down depending on how fast you're going. With that, maybe they could paint it black, and then they can make it the Nürburgring version of it, which I would absolutely love to see, and I think a lot of collectors would like to see that. I would pick it up myself if I see it. But this LFA is very special for a specific reason, because it has a V10 engine, and it's not just any other V10. It was tuned in collaboration with Yamaha, those that make the super bikes and the instruments and a bunch of other stuff. They helped in the development with this car with Lexus, and I guess Toyota, if you want to count that. And they have collaborated with Toyota before with the Celica from like the 2000s. But this LFA is very special because it sounds amazing. The V10 howl just is insane to see or hear, really. And And it's due because of the tuning of the exhaust and of course the engine with the Yamaha. Of course they do music, so I think it would make sense. They would make this sound like a symphony, a V10 symphony, if you will. And yeah, this is an amazing car. And it's quite unfortunate the demise of it because it did not sell well at all. They only made like 500 of these, I think. And most of them never got sold. I don't even know if some have actually sold yet, but if they have, they're probably, I think they're worth $800,000 to $1 million now. And honestly, for this type of car, it's honestly worth it. Like, if I had the money, I would, I would want to get one of these. It's honestly a dream car I would have, which is something I don't really say because, being honest, I don't really have a specific dream car. There's just so many that I like, or that I like to like, see and maybe own or drive one day. And this one, honestly, might be one of the best ones. Because it's not a hypercar at all. It's not that fast. It is fast, but not super fast. Luxurious, yeah, I guess. I mean, it's a Lexus. It's not like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, or for that matter. But uh, you know, it's focused on weight. I mean, hell, the steering wheel I think is carbon fiber, I believe, and that thing costs I don't even know how much. Um, but either way, this diecast is only one of two that two manufacturers have made to buy in the stores. This Hot Wheels Premium, and Matchbox Collectors released one as well, and it's also in white, which is very interesting. But honestly, the Hot Wheels look a little bit better. One, because of the rear wing, it's up, it's not down, unlike the Matchbox. The wheel selection on this one is a little bit better. It looks a little more realistic than the Matchbox one. Honestly, those look like the tires got a little blown up. And also, but one thing that the Matchbox does pretty well is that it actually has opening doors. This one obviously does not have any moving features. The rear wing does not go down. It's a solid plastic piece on the back. But the Matchbox does have the opening doors. I really wanted to find that one, but I never did. And there's a bunch of other collectors that I tried to find, Matchbox collectors. But thankfully, I was able to find this Hot Wheels one, which honestly, I'm not mad about at all. It is a very nice looking car right here, and let's take a closer look at it. So here's the front. We got the Lexus badge, the headlights. We got the very unique grille. This is the car that most looks like a face to me. Honestly, it looks like an angry face. We got the hood on there. I think there's a little hood vents. It's supposed to look like carbon fiber, I think. This car has a red interior. Very interesting. I don't know if it's like a red or like a velvet red type. I'd probably imagine a red velvet interior. Doesn't look bad, honestly. It makes it look a little luxurious here. Um, this is supposed to be the stock version, of course. So it has the little reflector on the side. The 10-spoke wheels, which honestly, I love these wheels. I don't think I even own a piece or a diecast that has these types of wheels. So this might be a first for me. We got the F badge for LFA. I believe it's the LFA is an acronym. I think it was Lexus Futuristic. Oh man, I forgot the A. I'll probably put it up on the screen. But yeah, it was Lexus Futuristic or Future or something. That was supposed to be the name for it. And I mean, this car has been in development, or was in development, for like a decade, I believe. Like in 2000, they started making it with their concept car, and then they kept improving it, taking off weight and such. I think it was originally going to be built in aluminum, but then they did carbon fiber, and that's what we ended up with this, and why it cost at the time and a crazy amount of money, $300,000 at the time for it, and it never sold. And now, because of the story behind it, how it is, it's definitely kept its price, and it's been appreciating in price, I should say. So like reaching maybe $1 million, maybe even more. Since, like I said, only 500 of these were actually ever made. So yeah, this is a really cool one. Got the rear tail lights. No license plate on here. It's like a little insert, a plastic insert actually. Very interesting. Got the Lexus L badge on the back, along with the LFA name. The rear wing, of course, is a rubber plastic material. It's a little bendy, but I'm not going to bend it that much. I don't want to break it. And there's the triple exhausts on the back. Not painted, it's just molded. But yeah, that's where you'd hear that amazing V10 scream or howl. I like to refer to it as a howl. It just sounds like insane. And yeah, here's the right side, literally almost the same. Yeah, very happy to have this one. Lexus, like I said, they haven't made a huge impact on Hot Wheels. I think this is maybe the newest Lexus model they've released, or casting, I guess. Because I talked about the SC400, and then I think they did the RCF race car, I believe. I think in black, but I never found it. It was in a 2-pack, I believe. I think it was the RCF race car. The IS300 was never made, but we did get the Toyota Altezza, which is literally the same thing. But I mean, whatever. And yeah, I guess I did talk about the base here. All metal. Of course, premium, you get metal chassis, metal base, or metal base, and the metal body. I don't know how I forgot the word there. Lexus LFA, made in Thailand. It's all metal in a black satin paint, and of course the real rider tires, rubber tires. Yeah, very simple. It just works. That's what I'll say here. It looks nice. It's not like a Hot Wheel, or when you think Hot Wheel, you don't really think this. But at the same time, it's not like those other brands like Mini GT or stuff like that, where it looks super detailed and you can do a lot of stuff with it, like open up doors or hoods or trunks. But it works well. I'll just say that. It's surprising because I only found one of these at Walmart, one of the Koenigsegg, and then a bunch of Carrera GTs. And then my father went to Target and he found a bunch of LFAs. A little shocking, honestly, because it is a Japanese car, technically, even though Lexus is an American brand, technically. But I mean, it's part of Toyota, so I consider it also a little bit of a Japanese brand. But, shocking that these things haven't been really selling that much. It just depends, of course, where you live. Maybe this car isn't well known, or maybe it's super popular. I think Southern California might be pretty popular. But yeah, this, honestly, out of all the cars, this is the best one of the set. Some people might argue the Ferrari, and I love the Ferrari F50. It looks amazing, but just the difficulty of finding one is what really just turns me off from this. This one, it took a while. I didn't know until I went to that Walmart and I found it. I was like, yes, this is sick. I'm taking it. But, everyone's entitled to their own opinions, I guess. But, yeah, I guess that has been the review of the Hot Wheels Lexus LFA. If you see this casting, I would highly encourage you to get it. Like I said, first appearance of this, and let's see what other releases they'll do. If it's just going to be a premium casting, or maybe we'll see it in mainline, or we'll see if they do anything crazy with it. But yeah, if you like the review, please give it a like, subscribe. We're at 865 subscribers currently. We gotta try to reach those 1,000. I don't really have a set goal. I don't think at the end of the year it's gonna be possible, but hopefully in 2026 we actually do. And yeah, let's just hopefully we can make it. We can make that goal, and I'll see you next time. Peace.